Have you ever wondered if intimacy fades as we age? Especially as you step into your 70s, many men silently fear that growing older means losing a vital part of themselves. But what if that's not true? In this video, we'll explore how intimacy evolves, the myths around aging and male health, and why your 70s can be a time of rediscovery and deeper connection. Stay with us until the end, because you'll discover practical, empowering insights that could forever change the way you experience intimacy and life in this new chapter. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial, as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. As you step into your 70s, it might feel like the world you once knew is slipping away, that the vibrant days of your past are fading into the rearview mirror. The aches in your body, the shifts in your energy, and the quiet changes in your desires may tempt you to believe that your best days are behind you, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Stay with us until the end, and we'll uncover a deeper, more profound reality that will forever change the way you see this chapter of your life. Time presses forward relentlessly, and one of the most challenging hurdles we face as we age is coming to terms with the transformation of our bodies. But let me tell you, aging is not the villain in your story. It's a wise teacher offering lessons in resilience, self-discovery, and the beauty of change. Especially for men, the journey through the later years of life often comes with unspoken fears, silent suffering, and a sense of shame around the most intimate aspects of life. Particularly when it comes to changes in the male body. What happens to desire when you hit 70? Does it disappear, leaving only a faint echo of what once was? Does your performance falter to the point where you feel disconnected from your own sense of manhood? These are the burning questions that haunt many older men, yet they are rarely addressed with the honesty, vulnerability, and empathy they deserve. In this video, we're embarking on a bold and unapologetic journey into the realm of male health and intimacy at 70, not with any sense of shame or embarrassment, but with a fierce commitment to truth, understanding, and empowerment. Together, we will confront the myths, dispel the fears, and embrace a new narrative, one that is rooted in education, compassion, and the undeniable truth that intimacy in your later years can be just as thrilling, meaningful, and deeply satisfying as it was in your youth. By the end of this discussion, many of your doubts will be laid to rest, and you'll come to realize that age is not a barrier to passion, but a gateway to new dimensions of connection and pleasure that you may have never imagined, thanks to the advances in modern medicine, healthier lifestyles, and a growing focus on overall well-being. Your 70s can be a time of rediscovery, where intimacy becomes richer, more profound, and deeply rewarding. Yes, the body changes. There's no denying that, but those changes are not a sign of decline. They are an invitation to explore new ways of connecting with yourself and your partner with the right mindset, the right knowledge, and a willingness to embrace the stage of life. Older men can unlock new realms of pleasure and intimacy that feel deeper and more fulfilling than ever before. Perhaps you've wondered about what really happens to the male body at 70. Is there still hope for a vibrant, passionate, intimate life? The answer is a resounding yes. Reaching maturity doesn't mean closing the door on vitality. It's about opening the door to a new chapter, one filled with possibility and excitement. Before we dive deeper, let me share a story, one that might resonate with you perhaps more than you expect. Imagine Carlos, a 72-year-old man who has lived a full, dynamic life after years of hard work, raising a family and building a successful career. He now finds himself in retirement, saving the freedom to travel and spend time with his beloved wife Anna. Together, they explore the world at a slower, more reflective pace. But as time passes, Carlos begins to notice unsettling changes. His energy isn't what it once was. His desires feel distant, and the once burning flame of passion now flickers faintly. He can't help but wonder, is this what it means to grow old? Is this just an inevitable part of aging? Or is there something he can do to reignite the vitality that seems to be slipping away, especially in the most intimate parts of his life? One afternoon, while chatting with an old friend at the golf club, the subject they had both avoided for years finally surfaced intimacy with a sigh of relief. His friend confided that he too had experienced similar changes, but instead of giving into the belief that his intimate life was over, he embraced new approaches to connection, ones that focused not on performance, but on exploration, communication, and pleasure. In its many forms, this conversation sparked something in Carlos. A glimmer of hope inspired Carlos returned home and opened up to Anna about his fears and frustrations together. They embarked on a journey of learning, discovery, and renewal. What they uncovered was nothing short of life-changing. They realized that while the body does change, these changes aren't obstacles. They're opportunities to deepen emotional intimacy, enhance communication, and explore new dimensions of pleasure. Slowly but surely, Carlos and Anna rekindled the spark in their relationship, embracing this new phase of life with curiosity, openness, and excitement. They discovered that intimacy in their 70s wasn't just possible, it was more fulfilling than ever before. Carlos' story sets the stage for our conversation today. Aging is not something to fear. It's a new frontier to be explored. Yes, your body will evolve, but this evolution holds the potential for beauty, connection, and profound joy. By the time we finish this journey, you'll have the knowledge and confidence to embrace the years ahead with renewed vigor, understanding that your 70s can be a time of growth, discovery, and yes, intimacy. The male body, even at 70, remains an integral part of life's pleasures. With a little adjustment, this chapter of life can be one of the most rewarding yet. So let's embark on this journey together. You are not losing anything. You are gaining wisdom, depth, and a whole new way to experience joy. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a new and exhilarating chapter where intimacy and connection can flourish like never before. Let's explore how to make these golden years truly shine. 1. The natural aging process. What to expect as men enter their 70s. The natural aging process begins to bring about noticeable transformations. Both physical and emotionally, one of the most striking changes is a gradual decline in testosterone levels, the vital hormone that fuels desire, passion, and intimate performance. This shift can feel deeply personal and for many unsettling. However, it's important to remember that while the body may respond differently, it doesn't signify the end of vitality, passion, or desire. The flame that once burned fiercely in youth is still very much alive. Only now it requires a more mindful, deliberate approach. It's common for men to notice that their intimate responses may not be as immediate or sustained as they once were. The male member may take longer to respond to stimulation, and maintaining that energy might seem more challenging, but this change is not a loss. It's an invitation to explore intimacy in a new, more profound way rather than grieving what was. This is an opportunity to embrace what is. And what can still be. With age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes a deeper understanding of one's body and emotions. This maturity can lead to an even more meaningful connection with a partner, transcending the physical and diving into the emotional and spiritual aspects of intimacy. It's a chance to rediscover pleasure in ways that youth might have overlooked, to slow down, to savor, to connect on a level that goes beyond the surface. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Aging is not the end of intimacy, but a beautiful evolution of it by embracing the changes rather than resisting them. Men can find that this chapter of life offers an even richer, more fulfilling experience of love, connection and passion than ever before. The key lies in shifting the focus from what has changed to what has the potential to be even better. 2. Shattering the myths and embracing reality. For many men reaching their 70s, one of the most overwhelming challenges they face is the crushing weight of societal expectations and the damaging myths that cling to the concept of masculinity. There's this unspoken belief, one that digs deep into their psyche, that if they can't maintain the same level of intimate activity as they did in their younger years, they are somehow diminished, that they are failing as men. This couldn't be further from the truth. The changes that take place at this age are not signs of weakness, decay, or loss of vitality. Rather, they are a profound opportunity for growth, for evolving how intimacy is understood and experienced. It is a cruel myth to think that desire simply evaporates with the years, that the flame that once burned bright in youth dies out completely. In reality, many men in their 70s still report deep, genuine attraction to their partners. But this attraction manifests in ways that are different, more nuanced, and perhaps even more tender. What truly shifts is not the desire itself, but how the body responds to it. This shift does not mean satisfaction is unattainable. In fact, it often leads to something even more powerful. A transition from focusing on physical performance to cherishing the emotional connection and the quality of each encounter, rather than chasing quantity or speed. Intimacy becomes about depth, presence, and mutual fulfillment. This new phase of life can offer a far richer, more meaningful experience. One where love and connection take center stage, transforming every touch, every glance into something sacred and profound. The myths of old crumble away when we recognize that aging is not the end of passion, but a doorway to discovering its truest, most soulful form. 3. Adapting to change strategies for thriving in intimacy after 70. This is where the real transformation takes place, where the magic of aging gracefully begins to unfold. At 70, men are presented with a unique opportunity to harness their emotional maturity, wisdom and life experience, to rediscover intimacy in ways that go beyond the physical, far from being a limitation. This stage of life is a gateway to deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships. By embracing the changes with openness and curiosity, you can unlock new dimensions of pleasure and intimacy, ones that may not have been accessible in the hurried days of youth. The foundation of this renewed intimacy lies in fostering emotional closeness as time passes. The emotional bond between partners becomes not just important, but essential. The love that has been cultivated over years of shared experiences, challenges and triumphs blossoms into a new form of connection. Men who strengthen communication and mutual understanding with their partners often find that intimacy reaches new heights. This shift towards emotional intimacy brings with it a profound sense of security, trust, and comfort elements that elevate every encounter into something deeply meaningful and rewarding. While encounters may become less frequent, they gain in significance, becoming more cherished, more fulfilling, and infinitely more rewarding. This is the moment to explore new forms of stimulation, both physical and emotional. As the body evolves, so do its responses, and this opens up an exciting opportunity to experiment with new dynamics and sensations. Whether it's through gentle touch, exploring uncharted territories of pleasure, or engaging in playful mutual exploration, there is more room now for creativity, laughter, and the joy of discovery. All without the performance pressures that can weigh heavily on younger years. Slowing down can be a blessing. The frenetic energy of youth gives way to a more relaxed, contemplative pace. There is no rush, no need to prove anything. Just the luxury of time to savor each moment by adapting to a slower, more intentional rhythm. Both partners can feel more at ease, more connected, and more in tune with one another. Intimacy becomes a space of deep reflection, where every touch, kiss, and glance is imbued with meaning. This slower pace allows for a profound sense of satisfaction that resonates far beyond the physical realm, for some men adapting to the natural changes. In physical response may come with challenges, but there is no shame in seeking support. Modern medicine offers solutions that can assist without compromising overall health or well-being. Consulting a healthcare professional who specializes in men's health can provide valuable insights and options to ensure that you maintain an active and satisfying intimate life. There is strength in acknowledging these changes and embracing the tools available to navigate them with confidence and grace. Ultimately, the key to enjoying a full intimate life at 70 is in recognizing that intimacy is no longer confined to the physical. It's about emotional connection, trust, creativity, and deepening bonds. This stage of life offers the chance to experience intimacy not as a fleeting moment of passion, but as a rich, layered expression of love and companionship filled with magic wonder and a sense of fulfillment that transcends time. The crucial role of the partner in intimacy. After 70 at 70, the relationship with your partner takes on a depth that goes far beyond the physical. It becomes the very heart of intimacy. One of the most significant factors in maintaining a fulfilling, intimate life at this age is the bond you share with your partner. The strength of your connection, built on years of shared experiences, challenges, and victories, now serves as a powerful foundation for the intimacy you enjoy together. Communication becomes more essential than ever, and couples who openly discuss their desires, concerns, and emotional needs are the ones who experience the most profound and satisfying intimate relationships. Gone are the days of uncertainty or hesitation. The trust that has been carefully nurtured over time allows for honest conversations about topics that may have once felt uncomfortable or too delicate to approach. Now there is a sense of freedom in being vulnerable, in laying bare your heart and soul with the one person who knows you inside and out. This openness fosters a new level of understanding, where both partners can express their evolving needs and desires without fear of judgment or rejection. It's this emotional transparency that fuels the fire of intimacy, making every moment shared together richer and more meaningful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Mutual understanding and patience become the pillars of a fulfilling, intimate life. At 70, it's no longer about youthful vigor or endless passion, but about embracing the quality of each connection. Many couples find that their years together have allowed them to cultivate a closeness that enables them to enjoy intimacy more deeply than ever before. There is a quiet wisdom in knowing your partner's rhythms, in understanding the unspoken language of love that only years of companionship can create. The focus naturally shifts from the frequency of encounters to the depth of the emotional bond. Shared intimacy becomes less about physical performance and more about the subtle, tender moments that make you feel cherished and connected. Every glance, every touch, every whispered word holds a weight of emotion that transcends the physical, drawing both partners into a shared space of love and understanding. It's in this space that true intimacy flourishes, where both partners can feel seen, heard, and valued. For many, this stage of life offers a chance to slow down and savor each other in ways that may have been overlooked in the busyness of earlier years. There is no rush, no pressure, just the pure, unfiltered connection between two souls who have traveled a long journey together with this emotional closeness. Intimacy transforms into something far more profound than it ever was in youth. It becomes a celebration of the life shared, a tribute to the trust and love that have endured, and a reminder that true intimacy, when nurtured and cherished, only grows stronger with time. In the end, the role of the partner is not just important, it is everything. The ability to navigate the changes that come with age together with compassion, openness, and a shared commitment to understanding allows intimacy to take on a new, more powerful meaning. This stage of life offers a deeper kind of fulfillment, one that celebrates both the physical and emotional connection, making every moment of closeness a true gift. 5. Intimate life at 70, a new, liberating perspective. What many men might not realize is that intimate life at 70 is not only alive and well, it can be more profoundly satisfying than at any other stage of life. This is the hidden truth that often gets lost beneath the myths of aging, the pressures that once dominated in youth, the constant push to meet unrealistic standards of performance, the societal expectations to conform to a narrow definition of masculinity. Those pressures are finally lifted, and with their ABNs comes a sense of liberation. This freedom opens the door to a new world of intimacy, where connection becomes richer, more intentional, and deeply meaningful. At 70, the focus shifts from proving oneself to simply enjoying the beauty of emotional and physical connection. The intimacy that was once hurried or superficial in youth now deepens into something far more fulfilling. There is a heightened appreciation for the moment shared with a partner. Each glance, each touch, each moment of closeness becomes a cherished experience, rather than a goal to achieve. Without the weight of past expectations, there is a newfound freedom to explore intimacy in ways that may never have been considered. In earlier years, this stage of life brings with it a clarity and consciousness that can transform intimacy into something extraordinary. There is no longer a need to rush, no need to perform, no need to meet anyone's expectations but your own. Instead, there is a focus on the quality of each interaction, on truly being present with your partner, and on savoring the connection that has been built over years of love, trust, and companionship. Intimacy becomes less about the act itself and more about the shared journey, about finding joy in the closeness and in the emotional bond that holds you together. For many men, this realization that intimacy is not over at 70, but is in fact just beginning, a new chapter, is incredibly empowering. It marks the start of a more conscious, reflective stage of intimate life, one that is as rich and exciting as anything that came before. There is a sense of wisdom in this stage, an understanding that intimacy is not confined to the physical, but expands to include emotional connection, trust, and mutual respect. The love shared at this point is deeper, more thoughtful, and more resonant than ever. In this new chapter, the possibilities are endless. There is room to explore new forms of intimacy, to try new things, and to redefine what it means to be connected without the constraints of youth. Intimacy at 70 becomes an invitation to discover more about yourself and your partner, to see each other in a new light, to grow together in ways you may not have imagined. This stage of life brings with it a deep sense of fulfillment, a calm joy that comes from knowing that intimacy is not just a physical act, but a deeply emotional experience that only grows richer with time. In many ways, intimate life at 70 is not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new, more fulfilling journey. A journey that is free from the insecurities of youth, and one that celebrates the profound connection between two people who have shared a lifetime together. It is a journey filled with excitement, tenderness, and the knowledge that the best is yet to come. Now that we've journeyed together through the realities and possibilities of intimacy in your 70s, it's time to reflect. Aging isn't the end of passion or connection. It's the beginning of a new, deeper, and more meaningful chapter. What have you learned from this conversation? What insight are you most excited to bring into your own life? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share one thing you plan to practice going forward. If you found this video valuable, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Together, we'll continue exploring ways to live more fully and authentically at every stage of life.